Mistake with the Alpha Chapter 58. Samantha's point of view. Not in your life, I screamed. She smiled. You still don't get it, do you? I glared at her. Tears were just flowing down my eyes. I would rather die than let them strip me naked. You don't have a say here, bitch, she said haughtily. You won't come close, I said to those guys coming close to me. Strip her now, she ordered. I could feel Crystal wanting to take over.
I didn't stop her this time.
I was so angry but weak, and she's the only one that could help me. Before they could know what was happening, I shifted into my wolf form. They all bounced back in fear. Everyone gasped in shock. They were all stunned that with that amount of silver in my body, I could still shift. I was surprised as well. Then I began to hear them comment about my wolf and her color. I knew that Crystal has changed since we started dating Jalen. He has added to her strength. Want to fight? I asked in my wolf voice. I was looking at Allison. I knew she was stunned too. She wouldn't have expected my wolf to be a rare breed. In fact, she wouldn't know that I could still shift. I was looking for what she was going to do next. I'm a warrior, bitch. Fighting me will be a mistake, Allison said with pride.
Be my guest, I said.
I didn't know if she would kill me in the process, but I wasn't going to go down easily. I didn't blame anyone for what is happening now. At least I fought for myself, even if I die in the process. I was expecting her to shift too when I heard a voice. What is going on here? Everyone turned, and then later parted ways for the person who spoke. Then the beta appeared. His looks really showed his anger. Alvin. Allison started to say, but Alvin raised his hand to stop her. He looked at me, and I was looking at him too, waiting for what he would do to me. Then the effect of the silver on my body starts to manifest. I coughed and vomited blood. Sam. I heard another shout my name. I was getting weak, so I couldn't recognize that voice. Then I was the figure running towards me. Then it turned out to be Ethan. The Gemma. He ran to me and held me. Sam, he called me. It was then I realized my wolf had already fallen to the ground. I looked at him. I couldn't shift, being that what I was about to fight for will be revealed. Blankets. Ethan screamed. That scream alone woke me. I don't know why he's acting as if we are lovers. His face was so sad. It's fine, Sam. I'm here now, he said, bracing my fur. I almost smiled at his behavior. Wouldn't this birth another gossip in the pack? I was even wondering where Jalen is. For his right-hand men to have been here, he would surely hear about this. My blanket came, and I was able to shift. I was so weak that I was drifting. Stay with me, Sam. Don't close your eyes, he said, shaking me. I was feeling pains all over, so shaking me added more. It's too painful, I groaned in pain. I know, he replied. Then he carried me. Just then I saw Jalen standing there looking at us. I was so heartbroken that he didn't even move close. Well, I don't even know what to say. I was even too weak to think. Then I closed my eyes.
Jalen's point of view. After I reluctantly ended things with Sam, I wanted to see Kira to know if she had any explanation for me. I was feeling so down. I almost slept with Allison while I'm still with Sam. I know what I'm doing with Allison is not wrong, because she's my mate, but it feels wrong in Sam's that his wrong feels right. My confusion is growing day by day. I then decided to go see Kira myself. There has to be some sort of explanation for this. What do I owe this visit to Alpha? Kira bowed as she saw me. The last time I visited Kira was when I ran into rage and almost killed one of my warriors who came close to me when I was destroying my gym. My dad and I came with so many questions and solutions to my rage. It was then she told me I had to find my mate. I sat down on her mat. I wondered why that old woman wouldn't use a chair. We are in the modern age, and she's still acting so ancient. I found my mate, I said to her, although I know she would have heard. Congratulations, Alpha, she said to me. I'm not happy, Kira. I'm in love with a woman, and she's not my mate. What do you think is going on? I asked her. Kira looked at me for a while. I know it is confusing to be in love with a woman that is not your mate. I don't think it has ever happened in history before. The way Lycans choose their mate is very different from the way we normal werewolves choose our mates, she said. Well, I know that, but I didn't interrupt her. You as well know that once you meet your mate, even without the mating rite or you marking her, She begins to transform into a lichen if she's not one before. She paused for me to know. I nodded. I knew all these when I was desperately searching for my mate. I get to know that a lichen mate might not know she's the mate, but the male will know. That's why lichen males love to search for their mates themselves, not waiting for fate. At first I had secretly thought that Sam was my mate, and even if she's not, I was ready to make her one, but then Allison showed up. What then are you saying? I asked Kira. I'm saying the only way you can know your true mate is when she transforms, she replied. One of them is going to transform, and there's no magic that can stop that or copy that, she added. That was enough for me to know who my true mate is. I was glad. I left Kira's place and went to the construction site. I didn't want to go home, because if I did not see Sam, I'd definitely see Allison. This I want to avoid. My plan was to go home very late at night and sneak into my room. I'm going to avoid those two ladies till I see who transformed. But then as I was there, I heard Sally's voice in my head.
Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications to stay up to date with new videos uploaded. Also check out our next video in the series.